And we say good morning to you. We're broadcasting live. We're on the road. We are today at the Jewelers Bench in Elizabeth. We're going to be joined by, well, the obvious. Mrs. Holtzclaw's here. She's going to join us coming up here a little while. Sean Witten's stopping by and talking about football. We've got it tomorrow night. The Cyclones, third-ranked team in the state, traveling to Morristown West. We'll talk about that, and he'll be along to talk about it from the coach's perspective. Greg Salyer joins us talking Major League Baseball. And as we said, Sherry's here. We're going to be talking about what's going on here. You got 122 days to Christmas Eve. 122, and so there's folks coming in doing some layaways. So we doing watch repairs. I think she had Miss Feathers was working on somebody who just came and picked up a watch. So it's on. It's that time of year to be looking around and start making some plans. You say, Tom, it's still August. Yeah, I know. We talked about that yesterday. Look at all the stores that have Christmas stuff out right now. So yeah, it's okay to be thinking about it and looking at it and so on and so forth. So anyway, we're here. We thank you for being with us wherever you may be. Again, on this beautiful, beautiful Thursday. We do have football today. T.A. Duggar's home opener on air at 5:40. The kickoff at 6 and moving back to 6 with the Heat. Normally a 5:30 kickoff. It'll be the home opener at Citizens Bank Stadium. Sevier Middle School 1-0, coming off a big win over Crockett, 26-12. And you remember the Cyclones defeated Daniel Boone last week, 50-0. So a battle of unbeatens tonight. Andrew McKeon's going to help me call the ball game. That's pretty cool. The El Presidente of Carter County Bank. Yeah, I said, would you work a game with me? He said, absolutely. He's helped me do baseball, and now he's going to turn around and do a little feet ball. And we're excited about that. So we're going there at 5:40, 6 o'clock kickoff, video and audio from the stadium with T.A. Duggar Middle School. And last week had, I don't know, I want to say 2,900 views. Pretty cool. All over the country watching middle school football. So we're very proud to bring you T.A. Duggar football, and we'll do that this afternoon in the home opener. Going to be good. All right, national anthem. Let's get it cranked up. Plus the verse today. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross. We unashamedly do that. Here is and here are the Kingdom Heirs with the national anthem, the official Southern Gospel group of Dollywood, here on show number 1915. Yeah, we are, 85 shows away from the magical 2000 show. Will be happening after the first of the year. And so we're looking forward to being a part of that and looking forward to you being a part of it. Actually, I know I'm going to be a part of it. Looking forward to you being a part of it. And Emmy Morgenstern is putting it together for us. We're very excited about that. She's going to be our big event planner, and we appreciate her very much. Here are the Kingdom Heirs on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
1, 2. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show again. Thanks for being with us. Hello, Brenda White. Brenda Grindstaff. And Ariba Whitehead. Got it mixed up. Brenda Grindstaff, you know what I say all the time to you. Hello, darling. How you doing? Dixie McDuffie, hello to you. And also Amy Whitson. Coach Whitten joins us coming up here in a little while talking Cyclone football. Here's the verse today. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross. You know that if you watch this show, we unashamedly do that. Psalms 18:28 says, "You, O Lord, keep my lamp burning. My God turns my darkness into light." How about that? That's awesome. You, O Lord, keep my lamp burning. My God turns my darkness into light. There you go. That's the verse today. Psalms 18:28 here on the Tom Daly Sports Show. T.A. Duggar football, again, 5:40 airtime tonight. Kickoff 6 o'clock. Andrew McKeon and yours truly going to bring it to you. And then, I think it's really cool. On Labor Day, coming up a week from Monday, will be the annual football game twixt the Cyclones and Greenville. And that will be at the stadium at 10 o'clock on Labor Day morning. Whitney Blevins is going to help me. Yeah. So I'm going to bring a lady into the scene, on the scene. I like that. So she's going to help me on the 4th. Also, tonight and tomorrow night, my camera girl is the one and only London Taylor. So I'm infusing the ladies into the broadcast, which is cool. I like that. And so London will run the camera tonight. She'll do a great job. Of course, it requires dinner from Chick-fil-A or wherever we go. And I got that. And so she'll be with us tonight, running the camera, video and audio from the stadium. It'll be hot, and that's okay. Enjoy it because, what was the next week? Going to be down to the overnight lows, going to be back down to the 50s. So the first kind of shot of fall's coming next week. It's going to be first of the month coming up. Next Saturday will be September the 1st. So next weekend is Labor Day weekend. Where'd the summer go? All right, the ACC, they said no, then they said yes, and they said no. Now they're back on. ACC renewing conversations of adding California, Stanford, and SMU to the ACC, which is nuts. We've talked about this before. You got teams, closest team that would be playing would be Louisville in Kentucky, flying all the way across the country and playing in California and Stanford. And, of course, SMU is in Texas. So a group of ACC presidents met yesterday morning to discuss potential financial models that could make sense. If admitted, the schools would come at a far lower price point. Now listen to this. This is crazy for SMU. Cal and Stanford will come in at a lower share because they're new. They said, okay, we just want to be in the ACC. SMU is supposedly willing to abstain from any media payouts for up to 7 years. They're going to come in. They're not going to get anything. If you're a school looking for money and you're driven by money, why would you join a conference and say, okay, for the next 7 years, which would put you at, what would that be, 2030? Yeah, 2030. We're not going to get any money till 2030. So I don't understand why that would be attractive in the least to SMU, but that's what they're saying. All this is speculation, but they did meet again yesterday. Now, how does it have to come about? It takes 12 votes out of the 15 schools, including Notre Dame, to admit a new school. 4 schools last week or 2 weeks ago said no: North Carolina, NC State, Clemson, and Florida State. Now, only one of those schools have to change his mind for the 3 new schools to be admitted. Decision could be coming up within the next week, so we'll see. So Cal and Stanford and SMU now are looking to get into the ACC, and they met yesterday. So, look, you're smart on the other side of this camera. When you sit presidents down in the room to meet, if you get them to that point, there's a good shot this is going to go through, or they wouldn't sit down and met. They already said no once. So this time they said, let's meet. I don't know if they were all in the same room. See, I don't guess it matters how they met. But again, let's see. They met Wednesday morning. They didn't say how, whether it's FaceTiming or all in the same room, but they met. So the old adage, where there's smoke, there's fire, and that's kind of what you got to go with. And so that's what we're going with, and we'll make the assumption that it's going to happen, or they wouldn't have met again. We're live at, again, the Jewelers Bench. The Pandora bracelets are here. The Pandora rings are here. The bracelets, the necklaces. She's going to do show and tell coming up. We got the Bearing watches. Got the Speidel wristband replacements. Watch band replacements. How about that? Not wrist. Watch band replacements. Bearing. Got the Bearing watches over here. You got the G-Shock watches here. Oh, got a whole new stash of G-Shocks. There's some good-looking ones over there. And also, I'm a proud owner of a pocket watch. A lot of folks don't own pocket watches, but I got me a pocket watch here from the Jewelers Bench. And so they even sell pocket watches. I know a lot of folks, it's kind of a thing of the past, but I wear mine every day, and it's awesome, and I like it, and I got it from right here at the Jewelers Bench. Coming up bottom of the hour, we're going to be joined by Greg Salyer talking Major League Baseball. We'll run down high school football. Who's playing where tomorrow night? It is tomorrow night, isn't it? Yeah, man, it's been a week. It is tomorrow night. We'll go on air the broadcast. It's a 7:30 kickoff. We'll start our broadcast tomorrow night at 6:55, video and audio from Morristown West High School. It's Burke Toney Stadium. It's on the turf. It's going to be hot. It's supposed to be 92 tomorrow. So on the turf, you always figure you're going to get another 10, 12 degrees hotter being on the turf. So it'll be on the turf tomorrow. And so hydration, very, very critical, needless to say, to make sure everybody is minimizing getting cramps and getting sick, and be drinking a lot of water and hydrating, not just at the game, but on the way down would be where they would start, I would think, hydrating the kids on the football games, maybe tomorrow at school where they even get on the buses or wherever. So anyway, it's going to be hot tomorrow. It's going to be hot today. We'll bring it to you today. 5:40 kickoff at 6 o'clock from Citizens Bank Stadium. Quick break. We'll be right back after this in Big Dan's Barbecue. You're watching the Tom Taylor Sports Show live at my favorite jewelry store. That's Jewelry. I feel like Elmer Fudd. Jewelry store, you silly wabbit. My favorite jewelry store in the whole wide world. Right here at the Jeweler's Bench. They're grinning at me. Yeah, I said it, Jewelry. I did it. Yeah, all right. We'll be right back after this. Here's Dan Britt, Big Dan's Barbecue. Tell us what's going on. Why would we want to come to Big Dan's Barbecue? What's your specialty?
Well, of course, barbecue, but we smoke everything on site. I don't take any shortcuts. I make my own sauces, rub, don't get any cheap meat, and we let it go low and slow. And then we have all the sides too, barbecue beans, mac and cheese, homemade chips. We got fries, collard greens, coleslaw, baked potato salad. Then we also got burgers and dogs and chicken tenders and, sliders and stuff. If you're with somebody that wants barbecue but you want something different. And we got BLTs and grilled cheese. We got smoked bologna. Of course, hot dogs, all that stuff. But mostly barbecue.
Tell me about the burn ends. That's real popular.
The burn ends became real popular. It's the tip of a brisket where it's real marbly, and you put more rub on it, put it back in the smoker, and render the fat out of it. And then it's like smoky good cubes of beef, tender beef.
Oh, it's awesome. The burn ends, Big Dan's is the best. His phone number, by the way, is 542-2272. Planning folks already, planning weddings and outdoor gigs coming up in the spring and field days and all kinds of ways you can help folks. Tell me about that.
Yep. Just call and I'll give you a quote and we'll make it happen, and I'll make sure you don't run out of food. I've been doing this for a long time, and we cook like we're cooking for family, and we want to make everybody happy, and we want to be the real deal, and just serve good food and barbecue, and we love being part of downtown Elizabethton. We love Elizabethton. I'm from here. The whole family's from here. And, we just love being part of the community and serving good barbecue.
Social media, how do we find you?
I'm on Facebook. I got somebody building me a website. I'm in the Stone Age, but we are on Facebook. So, Big Dan's East Tennessee Barbecue.
One of our great sponsors, folks, of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Love the guy, Dan Britt, and the gang downtown Elizabethton at Big Dan's Barbecue.
Millions of dollars of furniture in stock right now. Are you tired of hearing what you want is sold out? We have the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the area. We receive truckloads every day of special buys ready for you to pick up today or have delivered. Come get your new furniture at Cannon's Furniture in downtown Elizabethton.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, Big Dad's Barbecue. And his sister can flat wear it out with the old chocolate lasagna. I gained about 38 pounds last week, but that's okay because I went down swinging with Jules' chocolate lasagna. Lawsy mercy, it was good. All right, let's take a look at NASCAR. Big race coming up. Again, Sean Witten joins us coming up later in the show. Coming up next, Greg will join us talking Major League Baseball. Lots going on, and the Yankees finally won one last night, and they broke the snide and broke the string. I don't know if it's going to be a turnaround game for them or not. They open up a series down in Tampa Bay tomorrow night, so we'll see. We'll take a look at Major League Baseball. The poor Angels, man, they got bad news upon bad news yesterday and last night. We'll tell you all about that coming up here, too. All right, NASCAR. The final race before the regular season, the final race of the regular season before the playoffs start is Saturday night at Daytona, the Coke Zero Sugar 400. 15 slots are nailed down. We got 15 drivers for sure are in the playoff. Those would be Martin Truex Jr. and Denny Hamlin. Those two are battling for the regular season championship, which is a big deal. If you win the regular season championship, you get 15 playoff points to start the playoffs next week. Martin Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin, William Byron, Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, Brad Keselowski, Chris Buescher, Ross Chastain, Ryan Blaney, Kevin Harvick's in, Kyle Busch, Harvick's last year, retiring after this year, Kyle Busch, Tyler Reddick, Joey Logano, the defending champ, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Michael McDowell are all in. We're down to one spot left, and it's really down to, on points, Bubba Wallace is the guy right now, but Ty Gibbs and Daniel Suarez could knock him out depending on how they finish on the race on Saturday. And, of course, you know, at Daytona, the super speedway, it is the X factor. You never know what's going to happen except you know something's going to happen crazy. But if any of these other drivers win just by winning the race, then that scrambles everything as far as the last playoff spot. That could be Bubba Wallace, Ty Gibbs, Daniel Suarez, A.J. Allmendinger, Alex Bowman, Chase Elliott needs to win to get in the playoffs. We've talked about that for a couple of weeks. Alex Bowman needs to get in Chase Elliott needs to win to get in the playoffs. The most popular driver in NASCAR voted on by the fans. In trouble. His average finish at Daytona is 22nd, so it's not he can beat the odds. And hello, Baker. How you doing, lady? Lisa Baker, she's a jewel. Chase Elliott got to win to get in. Period. He's so far out in the points, the only way he can get in is to win it. But his average finish is 22nd in Daytona. Austin Cindric, Justin Haley, Ryan Preece, Eric Almirola, Todd Gillian, Corey LaJoie, Eric Jones, Austin Dillon, Harrison Burton, Chase Briscoe, and Ty Dillon. Any of those guys, if they win it, scrambles everything. 5 of those drivers are former winners at Daytona, which helps. Austin Cindric, Justin Haley, Eric Almirola, Eric Jones, and Austin Dillon have won at Daytona. So that's a feather in their cap. So it's, to say the least, what we're saying is it's going to be very suspenseful and drama-filled. The 15 guys are in. One of these guys would love to win it outright. You win, you're in. And Bubba Wallace is going to get in that car and hold his breath and drive around hoping everything goes his way. His average finish, by the way, at Daytona is 13. So odds are pretty good. Austin Cindric's done better. His average finish at Daytona is 10th, which really means nothing. It just sounds good on paper going into it. What will matter, of course, will be how things shake out and end up at Daytona on Saturday night. The championship will be won by either Martin Truex Jr. or Denny Hamlin. It's down to those two guys. It is a big deal. Of course, it's bragging rights, of course. So they get the championship, regular season championship trophy. Then on top of that, they get 15 playoff bonus points. So right now, Truex Jr. holds the lead by 39 points over Denny Hamlin. So Truex can clinch it no matter what Hamlin does if he scores 22 points this Saturday. So, and I'm not going to get into all that because it gets kind of complicated. But anyway, that's what's happening. It's a big race. It's for all the marbles for 2 or 3 or 4 drivers, probably more. I guess all those guys are read off to you. So, but you get right down to it. It's Ty Gibbs, Daniel Suarez, and Bubba Wallace at number 16 spot and the final playoff spot for the playoffs that start, next week in Darlington? All right? Yeah, Labor Day weekend in Darlington. Then they go to, and then they come to Bristol for that third leg of that opening round of the playoffs, and it's an elimination race. And I'll be coming up in a couple of weeks, the Bass Pro Shop NRA night race coming up in mid-September at Bristol is a biggie on the playoff. You start at Darlington, and use the second race. I don't have it here in front of me. And then the third race is Bristol. So it's a big, big deal. All right, quick break. We'll be right back. We're going to talk baseball. He's here, our baseball guru, Major League Baseball, speaking of, man, what a tough night for the Angels. They got bad news upon bad news, and we'll tell you about that. The Yankees win. Got some good series starting this weekend around Major League Baseball. It's heating up, getting ready to hit September. The push for the final wild card playoff positions, and a lot of good, 2 or 3 good pennant races still going on. We'll let him tell you all about that right after this from Farm Bureau. You're watching show number 1915. 85 days or 85 shows away from the big one, the 2000 show here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports from Northeast Community Credit Union. Credit Sense by Savvy Money. Tell me about this.
Yeah, that's basically just a term for checking your credit score for free. It does not affect your credit score when you check it. There is no impact whatsoever. It is a soft pull. It is through our home banking. If you're a member, you can log in through your home banking and then you can check your credit score for free. You can also get specialized loan officers on there as well. You can see how your credit score is calculated. You can see how your credit score is going to be impacted if you get a loan. You can go ahead and calculate that. You can get instant access to the factors impacting your credit score, such as the payment history, credit usage, all of that stuff. And the best part, there are so many articles under resources for saving money, for your future, for retirement, for planning. I mean, there are so many articles, short articles. If you have any questions about how to improve your credit score, it's on there. And this is just a wonderful feature. It is free. There is no charge whatsoever. So take advantage of that if you're a member with us.
BeMyCU.org. That's where you want to go. That's the starting point. Go from there to find out more about Credit Sense by Savvy Money from Northeast Community Credit Union, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, look who stopped by, our buddy Greg Sal, your Major League Baseball guru. How you doing, sir?
Hey, Tom, I'm good. How
Good.
are you?
Normally Wednesday, today Thursday. Hello, Jason Barnett. How you doing, sir? Thanks for giving us a watch and listen. We appreciate that very much. So, is your mom watching today?
She's watching. She had to.
Oh, Ev.
She's been out digging in her yard, and she came in to rest. So she's watching us while she's.
Ev, honey, you're supposed to take it easy. Last week, you were painting the garage door. She get it painted?
Yeah.
Okay,
She
so
did.
now
I
she's
saw
out
it. Yeah.
digging in the ground. What's she digging for? It's so hot outside. What's she digging?
Getting weeds up or something. And
It's called Roundup.
yeah, she's.
So, but she's old school.
She is.
Gonna dig it out of there. So,
Yeah, she's getting rid of them.
yep. Hello, Ev. How you doing, lady? She's my buddy. So, does she still have the Tom Taylor Sports Show shirt?
She does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does she still wash her windows with it, clean windows with it?
Probably. Yeah.
Great.
Wash your car with it. Or
Oh, that's
something,
great,
you
yeah.
know, I don't know.
Long as it's,
She still got it though.
long as, that's it. Long as she still got it.
Yeah.
The use of what she uses it for, it's okay.
Yeah.
As long as she still got it.
Yeah.
We got a lot to talk about Major League Baseball. Let's start with the Bronx Bombers.
Mm-hmm.
Thought it was an interesting stat. I didn't realize as good as he is, and he's really, really good, Aaron Judge has never had a 3-home run ball game.
Yeah.
Had one last night. They broke the string. Finally, the Yankees, their losing streak stops at 9. Been the longest since 1982. Brian Cashman said this season's been, quote, a disaster.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So,
Truer words have never been spoken.
yeah. But they're not getting rid of Boone. I think it's in it. Normally, the first one that goes the manager, and they're
Yeah.
not. They're
They're
riding
sticking
out
with
with him. So,
Yeah.
is that a good sign for him? I guess it is.
For him, it's great.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Which, to be honest, I mean, I think Aaron Boone's a good manager.
Sure.
I think he does a good job. Let's face it, they've been hit with a lot of injuries this year, especially the pitching staff, and they've struggled. I mean, there's no two ways about it. They have struggled mightily, but I think they've done relatively well compared to what a lot of teams would have done under those same circumstances.
Judge's 3 home runs gave him 6 RBIs for the night. First Yankee since A-Rod did it back in 2005, 18 years ago. So, and he, again, helped the team get a little offense finally. So, Luis Severino had a good pitching outing for the Yankees. So, I don't know if it's a turnaround game or not. It's a start. They'll go to Tampa Bay tomorrow night, open up a series down there against the Rays. So, they could turn around and make I don't think they'll make a run, but they can at this point play spoiler.
They're not going to win the division. I mean, they're 17 games back, and they're 4 games under 500 now. So if you think about it, though, they were 5 games over 500 when they started that losing streak.
Yeah.
So if they can turn around and start a winning streak now, they can get back to 500. When you get to 500, that's when you start talking about something happening. I was looking at standings today. Every team in baseball that is over 500 has a chance at the playoffs.
Yep. The Yankees are 9.5 out of the wild card spot. So,
Yeah.
I mean, a slim chance, but a chance nonetheless.
Yeah.
So, slim.
Lot will have to happen for
Yeah.
them to get it,
Yeah.
but at least they broke the losing streak. That was huge. 9-game losing streak is bad for the Yankees.
So, look here. She has cleaned my rings. Look at this.
Oh wow!
Look at that. Look at the difference. You want your rings clean? Bring them to the jeweler's bench. Look at this. I mean, I'm telling you, Miss Feathers can do it. She's the best. They're all doing a good job. It seems like every time I come, I let her do it, and look at that. It's got some sparkle.
I don't have any 3 rings as big as one of yours.
I let a lady try it on today. She said, man, I like it. You're a big old fella. I said, well, okay. She said, I want to try on your ring. I said, okay. So I let her try it on, and she's like, good Lord. I said,
I tried on a Super Bowl ring one time, and I think your ring's bigger than that Super Bowl ring.
It is. Great job done by Elizabeth and to pass out the state championship rings. Why did you get one? I didn't make the first tackle or catch the first pass. But they were gracious enough to say, you broadcast our games. We want your part of the team. We want you to have rings. So anyway, I got them cleaned here at the jeweler's bench. Mrs. Feathers can do it for you. She's awesome. Now, Mrs. Holtzclaw's back there working diligently on a chain that I had wore around my neck, my father's dog tag, and it broke the other day, and so she's fixing that. So
okay.
I'm 2 for 2. I'm hitting home runs left and right out of this place.
She is back there working diligently.
See her?
I can see
Yeah.
her through the door.
Yep.
She's working hard on something.
Yep. She's not even looking up. She's not even grinning. She's she's fixing
She's working.
my necklace. So it's my father's dog tag.
Yeah.
Hello, Pete and Crystal Slagle. Hello to Michelle Taylor. Thank you, kids, for watching. We're here live at the jeweler's bench. It goes from the old Morton Salt commercial, when it rains, it pours. So it's pouring on the Angels.
Yeah.
Shohei Ohtani out for the rest of your pitching.
Yeah.
May not be able to hit the rest of you. They're going to examine his arm to see. So, and then Mike Trout comes off the injury list, for 1 day and goes back again on a busted up wrist.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. What can you say?
Yeah.
I mean, you just hate to see something like that happen. And with Ohtani, when he came out of the game, officially they said elbow soreness or tired arms.
Arm fatigue.
Yeah, arm fatigue. Well, it's a torn ulnar collateral ligament. It's not torn all the way in 2, but there's a tear in it, and that's usually repaired with Tommy John surgery.
yeah.
So,
Said that he would not, he will not swing a bat over the next couple of days, so he can be evaluated further.
Yeah.
Ohtani will be able to return as a batter this season, they hope. Maybe not, but his pitching is done.
His pitching is done. He did play in the second game of the doubleheader yesterday. He did bat in that. He DH'd and was successful.
Yeah.
But
So what's this do to his marketability now?
this kills it.
Yeah.
This absolutely,
Yeah.
because he is a free agent at the end of this year.
Yeah.
And we were talking about, guy perhaps getting a $500 million contract. And I think after this, teams
Yeah.
are going to have to wait and see.
Damaged goods.
They're going to have
See?
to wait and see.
We put all our eggs in baskets all the time.
Mhm.
It just takes one situation
Yeah.
in my life, in his life, in your life, in Shohei Ohtani's life, and I hate it. But
Yeah.
he's gone from pitching and hitting and being a phenom to he's not going to pitch anymore this year, and he may not bat anymore this year based on how bad the arm is. They're going to evaluate
Yeah.
it. So he's definitely going to be out for the next couple of days. So you take that and the fact that Trout got hurt again, and the
Yeah.
Angels are sinking quick. They're 12 out now. They're 61 and 67. They've lost 4 in a row and 7 out of 10. So
Yeah, and those two guys are two of everybody's favorite players.
Yeah.
I mean, who
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah.
love those guys?
Oh, yeah.
Two of the best players in baseball, and they're both on the same team, but both of them are hurt. And unfortunately for the Angels, that means they're going nowhere fast. I'm afraid.
your mother said I don't do any of my jobs with that shirt on. Thank you very much. Now, she didn't say she didn't use it to wash windows with, but she says at least she doesn't take my shirt and work out in the yard with my shirt on. So thank you very much.
But she hasn't worn it to church either. But of course, you wouldn't expect her to. I don't
Why,
guess.
black goes with everything. I don't understand why she wouldn't. Is that her calling you?
That is not her, but
That's good. So, anyway,
my newest church member.
awesome.
Yeah.
Good job. All right, so let's take a look at Wednesday's games. Cardinals beat Pittsburgh, Cubs beat Detroit, Milwaukee over Minnesota, White Sox over Seattle. I always think this is nuts because by 11:30 the next day, you will know what your team did for the Wednesday games. I ain't going to read them, so let's just do Thursdays.
Okay.
Because you know what, I mean, at this point, you know what your team did. If you're a true
Yeah.
fan, I
Yeah.
don't have to go. I mean, if it's 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock in the morning, we used to do the morning show. I get it. But by
Yeah.
11:30, you know what your team did
Yeah.
last night. So let's go on Thursday.
Okay.
The Washington Nationals will take on the Yankees today, Yankee Stadium. So they're going to start. I thought they had a day off. They don't. They're going to finish up the series today, and then they go to Tampa Bay tomorrow. Dodgers at Cleveland. They're going to pick up after the suspended game last night. So that'll. Let's see. Kershaw's on the mound, so he'll get a no decision unless they pick back up how they finished it. I don't know. It says up here it's suspended.
Okay. Yeah.
Colorado, Tampa Bay today. Good pitching matchup in Houston. J.P. France 9-4 will go for the Astros against Brian Bella, who's 9-7. One of those guys will try and get their 10th win of the season, which, as we talk all the time, that's a big time plateau for starting pitchers to get 10 wins.
And Bayo's a rookie too, and really wasn't brought up until I want to say like May.
Talking
Might
about
have
for Bella,
Yeah.
for the Red Sox.
Yeah. So he is. He's a youngster, and he has performed really well for the Red Sox. He's got a bright future.
Toronto at Baltimore tonight. Kyle Gibson 12-7, having a good year. He'll go for the Orioles, and Jose Barrios is 9-8. He'll go for Toronto. He's trying to get his 10th win. Here's a guy we haven't talked much about. I looked this morning and thought, why have we not talked about Justin Steele? Guy's 14-3 for the Cubs.
Yeah.
That's a heck of a season. 14-3.
It is.
We haven't talked much about
Absolutely.
him.
2.8 ERA as well.
Yeah.
He's been quiet because the Cubs haven't led the division.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's definitely been by far their best pitcher.
Then you have another good matchup. Texas, Minnesota, a couple of front runners. Pablo Lopez will go for the Twins. He's 9-6. Andrew Haney will go. He's 9-6 for the Rangers. So one of those guys is going to try and get their 10th win. That's divisional leaders going at it tonight. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Oakland at Chicago, the White Sox. Cincinnati at Arizona. Merrill Kelly 10-5. So yesterday I had on the show, they fired the general manager and the executive vice president of the White Sox. You're 30, 38, 39, 35, somewhere through there. Between 35 and 40 games left in the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you can them now? I mean, why now?
Yeah, I don't know.
That doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm going to ask Greg tomorrow. So I'm asking Greg. It made no sense to me.
It doesn't really make sense to me either. Why you would do it at this point? You'd think you might let them go through the end of the season, but I guess maybe they had a plan that we don't know about. Maybe there's somebody that's waiting to step into those roles that we don't know about, and that's possibly going to happen. And they feel like the time was right. So I guess you do it when you feel like you need to make that move. You make that move.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't get it either.
No. 35, 38 games at this point, and you're in the tank. Just ride it
It's
out.
over. Season's over for
Yeah.
you, so just
They are, where are the White Sox? They are 50 and 77. So you're 27 down. Why would you not wait another 35 games or just ride it out,
Yeah.
can them to the end of the season if that's what you want to do?
maybe they're wanting to go ahead and get a jump start on guys doing the job to turn it around for
Yeah.
them. I don't know. Maybe they think the earlier they get somebody in that position, the quicker they can turn it around. I don't know.
Weekend series has got some good ones.
Yeah.
Texas and Minnesota, that starts tonight. That's the two front runners, American League West, American League Central.
And Texas needs some wins.
Yeah,
They're being pushed hard right now.
by the Astros
and
the Mariners.
by the Mariners.
We're going to talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
As we said, New York opens up tomorrow night down at Tampa Bay, the Yankees, but they'll finish out the series today against the lowly Nationals at Yankee Stadium. Starting tomorrow night, the Red Sox have a big weekend series with the Dodgers. That's a good one.
That is.
The Dodgers and the Red Sox in Fenway. The Reds in Arizona, that's a biggie for the wild card.
That is.
That'll be starting tomorrow night in Arizona. And then Atlanta and San Francisco. The Braves are going to be on the road on the left coast against the Giants. That's a pretty good series coming up this weekend, too. Speaking of the Braves, Charlie Morton, who turns 40 in November. Guy put on the show again tonight. Second straight double-digit strikeout total, producing a third straight scoreless start. Guy's 40 years old. They're counting on him, and he's delivering.
He is.
Yeah.
He is.
So they beat him 7-0. Marcel Ozuna, out of this world on fire. Fourth home run in the 3-game series.
Yeah.
And finished a triple shy of the cycle for the second straight night. Had a homer, a single, and a double. Needed a triple for the cycle.
Yeah.
Second night in a row. Morton has struck out a season-high 11, surrendered only 2 hits over 7 innings. Charlie Morton's had 18 scoreless innings over his past 3 starts. That's something you
good.
can hang your hat on, I guess.
That is good. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So did you see that? You may have talked about this one day when I was on the show. Gunnar Henderson for the Orioles earlier in the week, or maybe it was the end of last week, needed a single for the cycle. Comes to play, hits a double.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did.
I didn't see that, no.
Yeah, he
So
needed a single, just a single to get the cycle, and hits
got a double.
And got a double.
Wow. That's why we have you on today. I didn't see that. All right, that's a pretty good stat here. Charlie Morton has recorded 26 double-digit strikeouts at the age of 33 or older. Again, the guy turns 40 in November, so he's 39 right now, obviously.
Yeah.
Ties him with the Hall of Famer Bob Gibson for 10th on the all-time list. Listen to this. The pitchers in front of Charlie Morton are Randy Johnson, Nolan Ryan, Roger Clemens, Max Scherzer, Kurt Schilling, Steve Carlton, Justin Verlander, Dazzy Vance, and Gaylord Perry. Pretty impressive.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Those are some good names.
Could Charlie Morton be a Hall of Famer? No.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't. I mean, if you look at that stat and you see how far he is behind Randy Johnson.
Yeah. Randy Johnson.
Yeah, Randy Johnson had
44.
and Charlie Morton's had 26.
26, so-
Yeah, so quite a comparison there. But and let's not take anything away from Charlie Morton. He has rejuvenated his career, and he is pitching fantastic
Oh, absolutely.
at that age, and he is one of the reasons that the Braves are where they are, for sure. And I think they're going to ride that arm as long as they can. And I will say this about Charlie Morton: the thing that he has used, that to me, at his age, he's still got good stuff. I mean, he still throws pretty hard, but his curveball is as good as just about any I've ever seen.
Charlie Morton's?
Yeah. I maybe wouldn't put it up there with Burt Blyleven, but
It drops off the blade.
close. Yeah, Burt
yeah.
Blyleven had that 12-6 curveball.
Oh.
That was just nobody could hit it.
gone.
And Charlie Morton's though is not far behind that. It's good.
Let's take a look at the standings. The American League East, Baltimore leads Tampa Bay by 2. Both those teams are hot. Orioles have stayed hot. They won 7 out of 10. The Tampa Bay Rays have won 3 in a row and 7 out of 10. The Red Sox have won 6 out of 10, so they're still hanging. We'll talk about the wild card in a moment. In the Central, Minnesota leads Cleveland by 4.5. Terry Francona may or may not be able to continue on. He's got major health issues. We talked about that yesterday on the show, and so he's already sat down and talked to the Cleveland brass. He may have to hang it up at the end of the season.
Yeah.
And they love this guy in Cleveland.
Yeah.
The players love him.
Yeah. Everybody
The
loves
fans
him.
love him, yeah, because he's a
Everybody loves
winner.
him.
He's won
Yeah.
everywhere he's gone.
Yeah.
And the Guardians are 6 under 500, and yet they're 4.5 out. in the Central, so they can still make a run here in
They
September.
could, yeah, it could happen still. I mean, and the reason for that is Minnesota's 3 games over 500 and they're leading the division.
Yeah.
So that's clearly the worst division in all of baseball.
Oh.
There's no doubt. But if you got a winning record, you're going to win that division. It looks like.
Somebody's got to represent them. So
Yeah.
right now it's the Twinkies. In the West, as we talked about, Texas, they've lost 6 in a row and 7 out of 10, and yet they still lead the Astros by a game. The Mariners are a game and a half out. Mariners won 8 out of 10. And so those 3 teams are getting after it. Of course, Texas, as we said, playing in Minnesota starting today for the weekend. So American League West leader against American League Central leader. That'll be interesting to watch.
Yeah, and Texas needs to win because Seattle's coming. I mean, that team has done exceptionally well. Julio Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Oh, my word. 17 hits in, 5 games?
5 games.
5 games.
5 games.
Or-
They're 34.
No, it was 4 games. 4 games he had 17 hits. He had 4 hits in 3 games and 5 hits
Oh, that's
in
right.
in
Yeah,
another.
4
It was
games.
4 games he had 17 hits.
Last 47 games, they're 34-13. The Mariners.
Yeah, they have come alive.
Yeah. Wild card is Tampa Bay, Houston, and Seattle. Toronto is a game out, and Boston's 4 out in the wild card race in the American League. So your 3 teams at this point today: Tampa Bay, Houston, and Seattle. Toronto's a game out, and the Red Sox are 4 out. In the National League, we look at the East. It's the Braves, the Braves, the Braves. They're
Yeah.
13.5 better than the Phillies. And so everybody else now is Braves won 2 in a row and 7 out of 10. Everybody else is trying to hang on there and get in the wild card. The East has been decided, obviously. Milwaukee leads the Central by 3.5 over the Cubs and the Reds. Reds have won 3 in a row and 6 out of 10. The Cubs have won 6 out of 10. And the Brewers are hot. They've won 5 in a row and 7 out of their last 10. So hot division right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Those teams are all playing well. Cincinnati got that sweep in Anaheim last night, sweeping that doubleheader, got them the sweep of the series. Milwaukee, if you looked at that game they had yesterday, I thought they were beat. I thought Minnesota had them beat, and they came back and won it in extra innings. So they have shown that they have a lot of life in them, and they're not going to give up that division lead easily. It's going to have to be taken from them if they're going to give it up. And one of the things we look at when we think about the wild card in the National League, this series that we talked about that's starting this weekend in Arizona and Cincinnati, there's a half a game difference between those 2 teams for the 3rd wild card spot, and San Francisco is tied with Arizona for that half a game out of the wild card spot. Of course, they're facing the Braves, I believe, this weekend though, so that's going to be a tough road to hoe for them. But the Braves have already clinched a winning record for the season. They could lose the rest of their games
Wow.
and still go 82-80.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So they're going to be okay, huh?
Yeah, they're going to have a winning record no matter what at
That's
this
awesome.
point. And here it is, toward the end of August, and they've already got a winning record.
You're talking about the Reds.
No, the Braves.
Oh, the Braves.
The Braves.
Okay. I was reading that note. So the Braves, they can go in a tailspin. They're still going to come out with a winning record.
Yeah, they
can lose every
They
game.
can lose every game.
Wow, still come out with a winning
Still
record.
come out with a winning record.
They are 44-22 at home. They are 38-22 away from Atlanta.
Yeah.
So they're going to get ready to head to the left coast to battle San Francisco, starting this weekend. The Dodgers in the West are the Dodgers. They've won 8 out of 10. They lead the Giants by 11.5. The Diamondbacks have caught fire. They won 4 in a row and 8 out of 10. So the Padres, big disappointment in my opinion. They are 17 games out. They're 61-67 on the season.
Yeah.
Your wild card, the Phillies, the Cubs, and the Reds that we stopped today. But right there, I mean literally right there in the back door, San Francisco a half game out, Arizona a half game out, and Miami, the Marlins are still in there. They're 2 games out.
Yeah.
So the Reds and Arizona, big series this weekend.
It is. It is a huge series.
Yeah. So Phillies, Cubs, Reds, wild card in the National League as of today. Tampa Bay, Houston, and Seattle in the American League. Does Milwaukee, they got the horses to win it all. Could they win the whole thing this year? Could they be the World Series champs?
They could.
Right.
I don't think they will, but they
Right.
could. I mean, I think they I think they'll make a run. I mean, they're going. They'll be in the playoffs. I'm pretty certain about that, and I wouldn't want to play them first round.
So there you go.
Yeah, that's where we are.
We're live at the Jewelers Bench. We're broadcasting live here again on this Thursday, the home of the Naked Bee product line. They've got that over there. They sell a bunch of that. They've got the jewelry cleaner. They've got the Pandora bracelets, and they've got the all-new Little Mermaid, the all-new movie, the action movie, The Little Mermaid, and they've got the Little Mermaid Pandora, yes, what's those things called?
Oh, the charms.
Charms, thank
Yeah.
you, the Pandora Charms.
I've bought enough of those. I can
Yeah.
tell you what
Yeah.
they're called.
Sherry's going to be here a little while to talk to us about that, so we're looking forward to talking to her about what's going on here at the Jewelers Bench, the only full-service, full-time jewelry store in Elizabeth and Carter County, and they move the merchandise, and we have bought lots of things here from the Jewelers Bench over the years, so last couple of years, and we're very proud to tell you that. What else going on in baseball? What else you want to talk about?
So I brought something to show you. I talked about it once before on the show. The Evan Carter baseball card
Oh,
that I purchased that is quite interesting because if you look at the back of the card, it says that he's from Johnson City, Tennessee.
Johnson City, Tennessee.
Is what it
It
says.
does. Shame on them.
But then it shows that he went to Elizabethton High School.
Yeah.
So if you see that, it talks about now his stats were not available, but if you see there, it has
Selected at age 17 of the second round of the 2020 MLB draft by the Rangers, Evan has already made his first $1 million. The Rangers were tipped off about Evan when he was a sophomore by a minor league coach who played ball with Evan's dad. His 6'4" frame makes him a standout in the crowd along with his speed and power. So there you go. 6'4", 190, born August the 29th, got a birthday
next
week.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll have a birthday next Wednesday. No,
The 29th.
29th. 29 minus 2. 29 might be the 22nd. Who had a birthday? He'll have a birthday on Tuesday.
Tuesday. That is
Tuesday.
correct.
Tuesday next week will be Evan Carter's birthday. So, yes, it shows his stats down here that he played at Elizabethton High School, but it says he's from Johnson City. Bats left, throws right, and there's his card. And he's got big time written all over him. He'll be on the bigs at some point. Any chance of him getting called up this year?
It's possible.
Yeah.
It's really possible. Actually, week after next, they expand the rosters. Now they don't expand them like they used to. It was kind of unlimited. You could bring up, I think you could expand it like 40 guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they would bring up a boatload of guys from the minor leagues just to get them some major league experience in September. Because you always hear that September call up. They've limited that now. It's only a few players that you can bring up to do that with now, but it does expand a little bit, and I wouldn't be surprised if they don't bring him up.
He's earned it,
Yeah.
in my humble opinion. Of course, I'm sitting here in Elizabeth, in Tennessee, but, what he's done so far this year has been pretty impressive numbers for Evan Carter, to say the least. And
Yeah.
in fact, I was going to do that this morning and I was going to look up his numbers to tell you because I knew you were coming, and I ran out of time, so didn't get to do that. But Evan Carter, got it. Where'd you buy the ball card from?
I got off eBay.
eBay.
Yeah.
All right. So Evan Carter's, I got a bobblehead. Got the Evan Carter bobblehead.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool. They had it down at the ballpark last year.
There's quite a bit of his stuff on eBay.
Yeah.
So there's quite a demand for his items, his cards and
His
stuff.
stuff's in demand?
Yeah,
Oh, good.
it is.
It should be. So, let's see.
Especially his autograph stuff.
Yeah.
So
Any other guys here locally playing in the bigs right now?
let me think.
Daniel Norris is still in the Cleveland AAA, right?
Daniel Norris, I believe, is a free agent at this
Okay.
point.
He's not anywhere.
I don't think he's anywhere right now.
Okay.
I think he's a free agent. I believe that's the case. That's the last thing I saw about him. So that could have changed 30 minutes ago, but I think that was the last thing I heard about him. The guy from Bristol, the Cross guy, he's moving up pretty
Played at
quickly.
Virginia Tech.
Yeah, he's moving up pretty quickly, I think.
In the Royals organization? isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the Royals could probably use him.
Oh, gosh. How bad are the Royals?
They're bad.
They are 41-88.
Yeah, they're
The
bad.
A's are 36-91. They're the worst team in baseball. The Oakland A's, 36 wins and 91 losses.
Yeah,
Wow. That is bad, bad, bad.
that's bad.
their home record in Oakland. You want to go watch a major league team? You can get an easy, cheap ticket in Oakland. I guarantee it. They are 20-45 at home. They are 16-46 on the road. Whew, me oh my.
Yeah.
So, did you see what the Orioles owner says? For us to keep these guys, we're going to raise prices.
Yeah. And he might be right. You know, he might be right because let's face it, they got a lot of young players that are making a major league minimum right now. That if they're going to keep them, they're going to have to sign them to some big money contracts.
Because they're small market. Baltimore's considered a small market.
It's considered a small market. It's not as small as some of the other ones, like Kansas City, Cincinnati, some of those others. I think Baltimore's still a bigger market than those, but yeah, still considered a small market team. So they'll have to rearrange things a little bit if they're going to keep some of these guys and sign them long term.
Yeah,
there's no doubt. So that's the unfortunate thing for these small market teams. They have to get very creative with what they do. So, and Cincinnati's going to have to think about that with these young guys they have. Last night was the first time since 1900 a team has had 5 players that are all rookies bat 1 through 5 in the lineup, and that was the Reds last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They had 5 rookies as batting 1 through 5 in their lineup.
Well, all those guys are going to be here next year. They're going to move them and ship them and sell them and trade them, do whatever.
You hope not, but
they will.
You hope that's not going to happen. They need pitching. They desperately need pitching, so you never know what they're going to do. But and really, the thing you keep hearing now about Ellie De La Cruz is he is quickly becoming a very productive player in comparison to players such as Barry Bonds, because those two have been mentioned together quite frequently lately. Because Ellie De La Cruz has at first he was a game behind Bonds when it came to home runs and stolen bases for hitting the marks, and now he's a game ahead of Bonds on those for most stolen bases, most home runs per a certain game in your career, and he's now ahead of Barry Bonds. That's pretty good name to be ahead of.
Pretty good comparison.
Yeah.
Barry Bonds and Ellie De La Cruz.
Yeah. So for speed and power both. Not a lot of people have that, and Bonds did. Ellie De La Cruz does as well. So
I'm going to throw you, before I let you go, throw you on the spot here. So
okay.
Right now, your American League fave to be in the World Series would be who? If you went today.
My favorite team being in the World Series right now from the American League, I think the Orioles are going to be hard to beat, Tom. I really do.
Baltimore?
I think they're going to be hard to beat. I think at the beginning of the season, there's no way I would have said that. But I think they're going to be hard to beat. If Texas hadn't been on such a losing streak, I would have probably said Texas. But the way they're playing right now, I can't say that.
All right, so Baltimore in the American League.
Baltimore would be my team right now in the American League.
National League would be
the Atlanta Braves.
Braves?
No doubt.
Yeah.
Now, you never know what's going to happen in a short series when you get to the playoffs.
Right.
But I don't see another team that's as good as Atlanta.
There you go.
They're good.
So the World Series today, if you had to pick them, be Baltimore and Atlanta.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I think it'd be a good series.
Oh, it'd be a heck of a series.
I think at least 6 games.
So I keep thinking, I want to go back and check. I'm pretty sure Daniel Norris signed a contract with the Guardians in AAA.
Yes, he did. He did, but
Do you think they released him?
I think they released him. Let me Google him just
Scan
to be
that
sure.
real quick. Yep.
And let's be sure.
Sherry's pulled together her show and tell coming up here in a few minutes from the Jewelers Bench, where we are broadcasting live. Tomorrow we'll be at Food City and Gray, kicking all the weekend. Going to be joined by Jeff Beverly. He's going to talk Tennessee football and recruiting. We got that big guy from Alabama this week. Took him from Alabama. Took him from was it Alabama and Texas? I'll have in front of me Jordan Ross, Georgia. This guy's coming out of Alabama, lives in Alabama, and so he is committed to play at Tennessee. So Jeff will talk about that tomorrow.
Okay, so here's the situation with Daniel Norris.
Here's the official.
12 hours ago, Tom. 12 hours ago, he re-signed a contract with the Cleveland Guardians. He had elected free agency over the weekend after Cleveland had designated him for assignment. So I knew he had become a free agent, but Cleveland has re-signed him.
So he's back in the Guardians'
back in the Guardians organization on a minor league contract.
AAA. which would be Columbus, I guess.
Yeah, not a major league contract at all, a minor league contract.
But he can make it he can go back up to bigs, right?
He can.
Once he's in the system, then he can be moved around where he needs to
Yes, he can.
as per the Guardians brass. So Daniel Norris is back with. He
Back
was
with
with
Guardians.
them. They let him go. He's a free agent. They re-signed with him.
Right.
So, which is probably a smart move on his part.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
so.
So it's called keeping the money coming through. So there you go.
Yeah, minor league deal is not ideal, but it's better than nothing.
That's it.
So, yeah, so that's what happened. I knew he'd become a free agent over the weekend. I just didn't realize because literally 12 hours ago, 10:03 last night, so 13 and a half hours ago, 14 hours ago, he re-signed with the.
And the kid from Bristol, Gavin Cross.
Yes,
Is it
that
Gavin?
that is correct.
Yeah.
That is his name.
How do I remember that? I don't remember what it did an hour ago. So,
that is correct.
Yeah. all right.
So yeah, we'll keep an eye on him.
Well, look right here. Jules just said. Jules says Norris signed a minor league contract with the Guardians. So she's right there. She's
Yeah.
on top of it. Way to go, Jules.
Yeah.
Not only do you make chocolate lasagna, you stay on top of things, too. There you go. Hello, Megan and Robert Wolf and Renee Mullins, one of our great sponsors of A&R Auto, where I bought my car. Love my car. Love the service I got from A&R Auto, too. They're good peeps. Hello to Charlie Hutchins, Rob Fritz, Noah Cole. Thank you, kids, for being with us. We're live here again at the Jewelers Bench here in Elizabethton. So, guess I'll see your smiling face next week.
Next week.
Do it all over again.
Yes, sir.
Wednesday at the Chicken Coop, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, so we'll see you there.
Okay.
Appreciate you as always. Quick break. We'll be right back after this from the good folks from Physical Therapy Services. We are live here at the Jewelers Bench in Elizabethton on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Not one, not two, but 3 office locations. Tell me about it.
We're crazy enough to offer 3 locations, but that's what the people of Carter County need. So we've got our office at 1975 West Elk Avenue that's right beside our beautiful revamped VFW. That we offer orthopedics and sports. We're getting ready to start a pelvic floor therapy at that office as well. At our 1500 location, West Elk Avenue, beside of the wonderful Waffle House, where everybody can go and get it scattered, covered, and chunked. We offer our pediatric stuff with our physical therapy and occupational therapy with our therapists there. And then we also have a new location that's been open for a year now in Roan Mountain, taking care of our fine folks up there in the highlands of Roan Mountain, doing orthopedics and sports as well.
Things you offer, folks out there will go, I didn't know they did that. What's some things out there folks may not know?
So people are amazed at what all that we're able to treat and get better with physical therapy and with occupational therapy. It's not just mobility, it's not just strength, it's taking care of pain issues. We're dealing with vertigo on a daily basis, pelvic floor issues with stress incontinence, pregnant females with the aches and pains that come along with pre-pregnancy and post-pregnancy as well. We're getting ready to start that program here in the next couple months as well. Pediatric issues, whether it's autism, Asperger's, it's delayed mobility, toe walking, torticollis. I mean, it would take me all day to list all the issues that we deal with, but we get the people taken care of and we get them better.
A lot of folks out there doing what you do, but we feel like you're the best. What separates you, do you feel like, from all the XYZ competition?
Well, that's a fantastic question. We've been doing it longer than anybody else, and
Right.
we've been doing it longer than anybody else, and we've been doing it better than anybody else. State-of-the-art equipment, state-of-the-art research. We're up to date with all the new bells and whistles that are out there, the new treatment techniques that are being used across the world. We're trying to bring those to the wonderful people here in Carter County.
Yep. How do we get a hold of you? Social media?
Social media, we're on Facebook. You can feel free to call or stop by any of our offices at any time. You can call my office at 543-0073, our pediatric office at 543-2215, and I've completely forgotten the number for the Roan Mountain office right now.
But those other two will get you started.
Absolutely.
They can connect you to them.
Just call us and let us know what you need, and if we can't help you, we'll put you in touch with people that can.
You got it. One of our great sponsors, folks. Love promoting these folks every game we do it. Again, with Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show, Dr. Justin Smith and the great folks at Physical Therapy Services. Back at the Jewelers Bench, broadcasting live again on this Thursday. Coming up, T.A. Duggar football at, what do we say, 5:40 tonight? Is that right? 5:40 with a 6 o'clock kickoff. Yeah, we're going there 20 minutes before the kickoff. And so here are some of the things they sell here. Again, this is the Naked Bee, the Orange Blossom Honey, moisturizing and hand lotion. They sell these here all the time. They got the large tubes and the small tubes. This is a whopping $5.99 for that. Again, the Naked Bee, Orange Blossom Honey. So these are available here at the Jewelers Bench, the only full-time, full-service jewelry store in Elizabeth and Carter County. She is accumulating her show and tell. She'll be with us here. Oh, here's some more. Good. Look right here. Jewelry cleaner. The Jewelers Bench jewelry cleaner. Let Sherry tell you about this coming up. For jewelry, fine jewelry and expert repair. The Jewelers Bench. But this is a cleaner, right? Yes. Oh, yeah. That's cool. Jewelry cleaner. This retails for $10.99. Foam, this is 10, the foam's 14. All right, so I'm going to let her get settled in here. We'll take a quick break, come right back, and she'll be ready to roll. A little show and tell from, did you get it fixed?
Of course.
Oh, God. Foam is 14. This is $10.99, and the foam, she's going to bring me the foam and show them.
Sandra was right.
Sandra was right. Miss Feather's right. So here we go. This is my father's dog tag. Wearing around my neck, and the chain broke. No, it's not going to break because you fixed it. You soldered it? Because you fixed it? There you go. All right, let's do this. Do that. All right, we'll be right back after this on the Tom Taylor Sports. One of our great sponsors on Cyclone Football. Again, the great folks at Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Joseph Taylor, tell us what it's all about.
Yes, sir. We specialize in short-term rehab or long-term care. We accept all major insurances. We accept Medicare, Medicaid. What we really love is people that come in that have had a knee replacement, hip replacement, come to Ivy Hall for some inpatient rehab. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We have a full-time respiratory therapist. And Tom, you can see I'm a big guy, so you know I like food. I know good food, and Ivy Hall specializes in home-cooked meals, three good meals a day. You can catch me every day right at the door getting my tray myself.
There you go. That's awesome. How do we find out more about Ivy Hall on social media?
Yes, sir. We have a Facebook page, Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, or a website, ivyhallnursing.com.
One of our great sponsors, folks. Glad to have them on board. Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
The greatest labor-saving device of the 21st century is here. It's the revolutionary grocery delivery service from Food City, powered by Instacart. It's perfect for busy professionals, moms on the go, or anyone looking to have more free time. Just shop online for the same fresh meat, farm fresh produce, and all your grocery needs delivered straight to your door. Visit foodcitydelivers.com.
Start with this. Tell me about this, would you please? Again, don't let the camera fool you. Come down here and look at these things in person. Tell me about this one, would you please?
Those are two new necklaces we just got in. I think they would be wonderful either for a female graduate or Mother's Day.
Right.
They have the new, very popular paperclip, celebrity style chain on them. One's a heart, and then the other one is just a disc. You could probably engrave something very small on there if you wanted to.
Okay.
Yellow gold.
You know the price points?
I have to.
They go for $179.
$379. Yeah, $379.
Is that a 3?
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll have to get
I'm
some
giving
reading
stuff
glasses
away.
over here.
$379 instead of $179
each. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
All right. How did that 3
Not-
become a 1? Okay.
Not bad for a gold necklace either.
Nope.
So
This goes for $44.
right.
This will be the cross, and again, up here with this camera, don't let this be a deterrent. Come in here and look at them. Don't let it be a deterrent into coming in here and seeing it.
And then this is a Southern Gates sterling silver
Oh, that's pretty.
cross.
And it goes for $89.
Right. So if you're looking for something kind of a nice inexpensive gift, that with, a silver chain would be a good gift for a graduate.
Mm-hmm. Or Mother's Day.
Or Mother's Day. Yeah, a lot of
Yes.
these could go for both.
Yep.
And then looks like the last piece I have is we have one style of Pandora graduation charm left. This is all we've got. So we have the owl.
The little owl with a Pandora graduation gift.
Yep.
And it goes for
Should be right there on the front.
$55.
Yep.
$55 for that little Pandora graduation owl.
Owl.
Because
yeah.
they're wise.
Yes, there you go.
There you go.
But yeah, that's the Pandora charm we've got left.
Yep.
So.
So these are just some of the opportunities you have and samples you have to come down and take a look again at the Jeweler's Bench here in Elizabethton, right across from Poor Trav's Deli, one of our great sponsors. The hours you're open are?
Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and then on Saturday from 9:30 to 4.
Social media, how do we find you?
We're on Facebook and Instagram, always posting new stuff on there, so keep an eye out.
And also, website is jewelersbenchtn.com.
Correct.
And you can buy and order, and they'll ship it to you from the website.
Yep, you sure can.
And the phone number is?
423-542-5600.
One of our great sponsors of the Tom Bailey Sports Show, the exclusive jewelry store, I might add, of our show and our ball games. The only one we're going to talk about is the folks right here in Elizabethton from the Jeweler's Bench. And back at the Tom Bailey Sports Show again, reminding you, T.A. Duggar football beginning at 5:40. Nope. Yep, 5:40 tonight. I got myself confused. 5:40 tonight. Kickoff at 6 o'clock at the stadium against Sevier Middle School out of Kingsport. They're undefeated at 1-0. The T.A. Duggar Cyclones are undefeated at 1-0, so we'll have that for you again coming up at 5:40 tonight. Andrew McKean's going to help me do it. I'm looking forward to having Andrew right there with me. Hello, Amy Whitson. Jonathan and Kim Morton. Hello, kids. How are you? Here's some more sports news. We got Sherry getting ready to be with us here in just a second. Legendary professional wrestler Terry Funk, whose influence was felt across multiple generations, passed away at the age of 79. Happened yesterday. During his career, which spanned more than 50 years, Terry Funk there was almost no more meaningful wrestling promotion and promoter in which Funk did not have an impact. Apparently, this guy was a huge, and if you followed wrestling, you knew that. After starting his career in 1965 with a promotion run by his father, Dory Funk, Terry Funk often wrestled alongside his brother, Dory Funk Jr. Anyway, Terry Funk gone at the age of 79. Professional wrestler, passed away yesterday, I believe, or Tuesday or yesterday. Doesn't matter when. Fact is that he did, and at the age of 79. All right, Cowboys defensive end Sam Williams arrested on Sunday by Frisco, Texas police, charged with possession of a controlled substance and unlawful carrying of a weapon. Controlled substance possession is a low-level felony in the state of Texas. Williams had a couple of tackles and a sack in their preseason loss at Seattle on Saturday. Flew back with the team Sunday morning. Practiced Tuesday night during the Cowboys' first training camp practice back home in Frisco. After most of the last few weeks, they've been practicing and training in California, but he got arrested, Sam Williams. So Cowboys kind of mum on what's going on. No comment yet by the Dallas Cowboys as to what they're going to do. And so, anyway, Sam Williams arrested, and, he's been in trouble before. He was in trouble when he was in college. He's in trouble last year with the Cowboys, so we'll see what Dallas does with him, if anything. But just reporting to you what happened, and you draw your own conclusions. All right, Jeweler's Bench. $10.99 for this one. You also have the little pen cleaner, the Jeweler's Bench pen cleaner, the jewelry cleaning pen. This retails for $8.99. Mrs. Holtzclaw's right here. She's getting ready to be on the show here in a second. Everybody's waiting for your arrival. And then here is the Jeweler's Bench foaming jewelry cleaner for $14.99 with the brush. Miss Fez, is this how you clean mine, with the foam? You didn't? You just cleaned it with love, what she told me earlier. So she look at that. Is that not awesome? Look at that. Let me show you that one. Keep moving around, make you dizzy. So she cleaned it when I first got here. Love it, love it, love it. The Jeweler's Bench. Pandora bracelets, Pandora charms, Speidel wristwatch replacement bands. She's got the whole list of everything they do here at the Jeweler's Bench. We talked about the Naked Bee. They have that line. Bought a couple of those little critters where you heat them up in the microwave and they sleep with them to stay warm. Bought a couple of those last year for the girls for Christmas. They loved it. So a lot of cool things down here. Quick break. She'll be here right after this from Elizabethton High School in the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Elizabethton FFA makes a positive difference in the lives of students by developing their potential for premier leadership, personal growth, and career success through agricultural education. It's more than learning about cows. It's becoming the problem solvers for the next generation. We are the future biologists, chemists, computer programmers, journalists, teachers, electricians who will feed our future. By creating a family atmosphere, the Agriculture Department, especially FFA, can become your home away from home. Through contests, leadership events, fun trips, and chapter activities, FFA is a great way to learn about the world while developing yourself into the best person you can be. We invite you to enroll in an ag-based course and be active in Elizabethton FFA. We'll save you a seat.
Antique mall with over 50,000 square feet of merchandise. We have about 52, 53, give or take, vendors with different items. We have a great selection of everything from antique, which is over 100 years, to vintage, which is 25 years, and then we do have a little bit of new things. We concentrate on the vintage and antique items. So you can find just about anything for yourself, for your home, and gifts. We have a lot of people that take gifts for their grandparents. They remembered they had them, and with their family.
Hours are open.
We're open Monday through Friday, 11 to 5:30. Saturdays 10 to 6. Open late for the car shows and anytime they have special events in town.
Need Place, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone football, Duck Crossing in downtown Elizabethton, proud sponsor of Elizabethton Cyclone football. That one's right there.
Which one?
That's you, isn't it? I spell it right?
Yep.
Good. There you go. We are back live at the Jeweler's Bench. This is Mrs. Holtzclaw, the owner of said establishment. Hello, young lady. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Tom?
I'm doing good. Thanks for letting me come down again. Love promoting the Jeweler's Bench. And 123 days till Christmas Eve. We're going to talk about, because I don't want to hear about Christmas, but you go to the stores, there's Christmases everywhere. So why would you not talk about it? Because other retail places are doing it. Right, wrong, or indifferent, they're doing it, right? I mean, I've been a lot of places that have Christmas stuff out. So
They are, and
it's okay.
they're already preparing for Christmas.
Yeah, I know you are. So it's good. All right, so here we go. Let's hit this right here. I want her to tell you all about it. So I'm going to hit this button, and here we go. Talking to our buddy Sherry Holtzclaw, tell us all about the Jeweler's Bench, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. What all do you have here at the Jeweler's Bench?
So we carry an assortment of items. We've got Watchwise, G-Shock, Bearings, Citizens, Pearl-Wise. We do Imperial Pearl. I get some from a company called AGI, really great company. Diamonds, we do all kinds, from Shaw Diamonds. We have lab-grown diamonds, Pandora. Do carry classic imports, which is sterling silver items, and then sterling reputation, that's sterling silver items. PRO is sterling silver, diamond, 14 karat yellow gold. Speidel watch bands, stuff from Equity Diamonds, just a wider range.
Jewelry repair, do a lot of that, of course. And jewelry cleaning, all that available here again as we are here at the Jeweler's Bench. And so social media, how do we find you?
So Facebook and Instagram, and then website is jewelersbenchtn.com.
One of our great sponsors, Cyclone Sports, the Tom Miller Sports Show, the great folks at the Jewelers Bench. Boom, there you go. So we are done with that one. So we have earrings to talk about. We have crosses to talk about. What's been big this summer?
You know, it's kind of been a variety of things. I've been doing quite a bit of custom right now. I've got 3 custom rings in the work at the moment.
That's awesome.
So, which is pretty good, yeah.
So, by definition, custom rings, they come in and you kind of design or do something for them, right?
Yeah, they show me, you know, what they want, and then we design it, and then I get a CAD back of, you know, what it would look like. See if I can pull one up right here. This is one that I'm doing. I mean, I know it's a simple, you know, kind of 3-stone thing, but you know, it's still
show them that.
It's still a custom piece. So on this one, she is taking 2 diamonds that meant something to her. So one was, I think, like her mother's and grandmother's or something like that. And then I had to find a 3rd one because she didn't have one to go on the other end. But, you know, just kind of something to keep it in the family and special. You know, that stuff like that you just can't replace. So
that's awesome. Custom jewelry. So they do that too as well and do a great job of it here again at the Jewelers Bench where we are broadcasting live. So with you until the top of the hour. We're here again. Appreciate her being with us. The hours are open and is
Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and Saturday, 9:30 to 2.
Yeah. And so let's do, you want to do another one? Let's do another one.
Sure.
Let's hit this button right here. We'll make it happen. Talking to our buddy Sherry Holtzclaw again, the Jewelers Bench. We got some show and tell. So here we go. I'll be your Vanna. How about that? Will that be good? So again, don't let the computer camera got to come in and see it. It always looks better in person.
It does,
So
yeah.
tell us about that, would you please?
That's a 14 karat gold, white gold locket with scroll on it. So you can open it up and put pictures in it. Retail wise, it's $319.99.
Very good. All right. Very good.
And
Next.
then we'll do these
Ooh.
diamond cross earrings.
Very petite. Very nice.
If you want something simple. Those are $189, and I have those in $189. I have those in white gold and yellow gold.
All right.
Then we got some 14 karat gold hoops. Those are oval twisted hoops. $255.
Love it. All this available to Jewelers Bench. All right.
This is a 14 karat yellow gold cross.
Love it.
And I'll have to look up the. That is 169.
169 for this one.
Not
we'll
bad.
We'll show it to you again. Awesome. We do have layaway. A very liberal layaway policy, I might add.
Oh yeah. And this one's another 14 karat yellow gold cross. It's 129, was it?
129. Yep.
Yeah.
Available here again at the Jewelers Bench. All right.
So we'll do some. This is a couple of these things are stuff I just got in that's not even out in the case yet. This is a
Wow.
man's ring.
I like that.
Yellow gold
Cross.
in the center with a 1/2 carat of diamonds, and it was 1,375 if I'm not mistaken.
It is. Very good.
Then I have another man's ring with black onyx. And that one's $769.
Awesome. 769. All right.
And here's a yellow gold ladies opal ring.
Oh, that's pretty.
Been selling quite a few opals too.
Petite and dainty, but very nice. Look at the bling on that one. So
Yeah, $599.
$599 for that one. Very, very nice. Look at that. Pretty with pearl. Okay.
And then I like these. These are like the button
Earrings.
earrings. They're flat instead of the round. And those are $169. And I have those in rose gold too.
Lots of choices here, folks, at the Jewelers Bench.
And then here's a smaller pair in yellow gold.
Yellow gold, the little button earrings. There you
$129.
go. Awesome.
You want something blingy?
Blingy. Here
Yep.
you go. That'll do it right
Gives you
there.
a little bit of bling. Those are 10 karat yellow gold. with CZs in the center, and $89.
$89 for those. Look at that. Got the
Gives
bling.
you a lot of look.
A lot of look, yes. And we're at the Jewelers Bench here in Elizabethton, right across from Poor Trav's Deli, one of our great sponsors. Hello, Brian Hartsook and John Lee. And
Do a white gold locket. $218.
very nice. Man, you got a lot of neat stuff.
Yeah, these
Since
are
the last
rose
time I was there.
gold.
These are, a lot of this is brand new. So here's rose gold. Again, don't let the camera fool you. Come in and see them. They always look better in person.
These are $359.
$359. All right.
And these are yellow gold hoops. I like how those are. They just hook inside the
Mhm.
other end.
Mhm.
And $139. And then here we have a white gold cross. And it's a flat one.
I bought crosses down here, folks. They have a great selection of crosses.
And it's $199.
Awesome. Very nice. Is that it? Got them?
Yeah.
A lot of neat things here, folks. We showed you crosses. We showed you earrings. We showed you rings, guys' rings, girls' rings. That's just a sample of what you can see here, again, at the Jewelers Bench. Hours are open.
We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and on Saturday, 9:30 to 2.
Social media,
Is Facebook and Instagram.
and you ship all over the country, right?
Yeah, we do.
And
Sure do.
the layaway payment is very, very easy to do. Very liberal layaway plan, right?
Yes. As long as you're making a payment, you know, we'll give you as long as you need.
There you go.
But as long as you're making that monthly payment.
And the obvious, the telephone number to call and find out more would be
Is 423-542-5600.
one of our great sponsors of the Tom Dooley Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. We love it. Right here at the Jewelers Bench. There you go. We just did 2 commercials. How about that? We're cooking with propane. That's good. So all these. So is there a trend going into the holidays? Is there more gold this year? Is it going to be more silver?
I'm thinking the trend is going to be a little bit more yellow gold,
Yellow gold?
than before. Yeah.
Okay.
It's coming back.
Yeah. Who sets the trends? Is somebody somewhere who says this is what we're going to do? And I mean, I've always asked. I've always wondered where they are going. Well, this year we're going to wear white. White jeans going to be in, and flip flops going to be in, and white gold jewelry. I mean, who makes the call?
You know,
We don't know.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I figure a lot of it's from your actors and actresses, and
Mhm.
you know, and it kind of just trickles on down.
Probably a very good point. So TikTok. I know we were at Double C Tuesday, and Wrangler's coming out with a line of Barbie clothes. Barbie at the time of the movie, so there's a perfect example of our culture, current events. In this case, Barbie movie. Going to get Wrangler making some clothes for the Barbie movie fans. So maybe the actors and actresses or somebody somewhere says it's going to be white gold this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Who knows?
So we don't know, but we're gonna push it right here at the Jewelers Bench. Before I let you go, tell me about Pandora. You sell a lot of Pandora charms and bracelets.
Yeah, we've got Pandora charms, bracelets, earrings, rings. Coming out. New fall stuff will be coming in. I think I've already got some already. They'll be doing in September. They're going to be doing their free bracelet giveaway. I think it starts September 11th.
Good stuff.
It is good stuff.
So why don't you try and put together a real quick Pandora show and tell before we run out of time. We'll do that. We'll take a break. Come right back. Talk SEC football right after this time out. We are live. We are on the road. We are at the Jewelers Bench in Elizabeth. And now this from Big John's Closeouts. Replacement windows. Tell us about that, sir, would you please?
Well, you know, we live in a community where we've still got a number of homes that have been built quite a few years, some of them going back into the 60s, 70s, and even before, that have a lot of single pane type windows or older wood windows, or even some of the metal windows that Patty's and a lot of places used to sell that were just an aluminum thin type window. And you know, they have got hard to open. They generate a lot of heat loss because they're not that heavily insulated. Sometimes they're in need of major maintenance because they've deteriorated through the time and weather. has went on, and with replacement windows, you can pretty much get those in about any size you want. Within every quarter of an inch, you can order them either in width and height. And so you can remove the old windows and put these new windows in without having to do a lot of structural work either outside or inside. And so that's one of the benefits of it. Also, they're very low maintenance. You know, they're vinyl windows, so they're very easy to clean. You have very little maintenance and upkeep to them. And they come with a variety of options that you can get. You can get just regular insulated glass. If you are more energy conscious, you can get a low E glass, and that's especially helpful when you've got windows that are exposed to a lot of the elements, hot sun, stuff of that nature during the summer and the heating months, and argon gas that can also be added to the low E that just sort of adds a benefit to it to cut down on both heat gain and heat loss depending on the time of year that you've got. And you're available with either white or beige color, and you can get grids in between the glass if you like those windows that look like that they're broke up in 6 panes, 8 panes, whatever it may be as far as that goes. You can also get a half screen that will move up and down if you are concerned about raising the bottom window, maybe with a smaller child or something. You can leave the bottom window down, lower the top window, and move the screen up there so you can get airflow during the spring and fall time of the year. And these windows tilt in, so it's easy for the homemaker or whoever is going to be doing some cleaning. You can lower the window, tilt the latches, tilt it in, clean it off on the outside, put it back up. You know, and you can do the same thing for the bottom sash. So it makes it easy, especially when you're dealing with second floors and stuff of that nature where they're hard to get to.
All available at Big John's Closeouts. They hammer high prices. How do we find you?
Well, you can come to 238 East Elk Avenue here in Elizabethton, Tennessee. You can give us a call at 423-542-3117. You can find us on Facebook, or you can email us at experts@bigjohnscloseouts.com. Or you can go to our Facebook or website, at bigjohnscloseouts.com. Cabinet questions, cabinets at Big John's Closeouts, or you can reach me personally, Mike at bigjohnscloseouts.com.
One of our great sponsors, folks, of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. They hammer high prices at Big John's Closeouts. And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show again. We are live again at the Jewelers Bench. Love that segment, man. They got some really neat stuff down here. That's a lot of that's new. So, again, we're talking about Christmas, and you don't really want to hear about Christmas, but Christmas is coming. You know that. 123 days till Christmas Eve. So, this is what I would tell you to do. You do what you want to do, but I would come down here now and shop and lay it away. As long as you make a payment something every month, it's okay. So, you got September, October, November, December. You got 4 months, basically. You come down and lay it away, and that way you know you've got it. Because what's going to happen, I can tell you, I've been down here. This is our 3rd or 4th year of working with the Jewelers Bench. What happens is they come in here, if you wait till October, November, closer to Christmas, stuff gets picked over. And the choices of selection, what you'd like, sometimes aren't always here because everybody else has got them. But now in August, even though folks are coming in and doing it now, you have a better selection. Come in here now and lay it away. Makes perfect sense to me, but I'm just an old country boy that don't know much. So there you go. She's going to join us coming up here in a few minutes for more Pandora. Science Hill romping to its 3rd straight boys golf title, the Big 9 Conference Championship at Pine Oaks Golf Course yesterday. Hilltoppers overall score 286, 21 strokes ahead of Tennessee High. 3rd place is Volunteer. Will Sanders, a freshman, shot a 71 to earn the individual medalist honors. A 368 on the par 71 course to earn individual medalist honors. That's pretty impressive for the golfing for Science Hill. On the girls' side, Dobbins Bennett beats Science Hill to win the girls' title. Tennessee High was 3rd. The individual medalist was DB's Mackenzie Houck. She finished with an even par 71. So congratulations to the Science Hill boys and the Dobbins Bennett girls winning the Big 9 Golf Championship yesterday at Pine Oaks in Johnson City. So big Pretty cool. Coming up next couple of weeks, Food City 300 on September the 15th. Coming up next month. Trevor Bain out of Knoxville and Chad Fincham out of Knoxville plan to drive and race in the Food City 300 on Friday night. So Trevor Bain and Chad Fincham, both local drivers of sorts, are from Knoxville, driving in the Food City 300 coming up on September the 15th on a Friday night. Was that 3 weeks from tomorrow night? Is that right? I think so. Yeah, 3 weeks from tomorrow night. I don't have it in front of me, but it's in September. And we are here in August getting ready to bring you T.A. Duggar football today. Again, 5:40 airtime, 6 o'clock kickoff, T.A. Duggar and the Sevier Warriors out of Kingsport. One football game tonight, high school football game. Morristown East will play Hardin Valley tonight at Morristown East. They're 0-1, having lost to Morristown West last week, so Hardin Valley will battle Morristown East tonight in Morristown. We'll run down tomorrow night's schedule here in a second. In soccer tonight, Elizabeth and Lady Cyclones at Morristown West. Unicoi County at Westridge. Daniel Boone plays at Tennessee High. Sullivan East will be at Cherokee tonight in soccer. Providence Academy at Volunteer. And Cumberland Gap will play at West Green in soccer tonight. Then in volleyball, last night, Gate City beat Daniel Boone 3-2, and Crockett shuts out Johnson County 3-0. Volleyball tonight, Elizabeth and Lady Cyclones will be at Unicoi County. Greenville at Chuckie-Doak. Knox Gibbs will be in Churchill to battle the Volunteer Lady Falcons. Providence Academy at Concord Christian. Daniel Boone will be at Science Hill in volleyball tonight, and Westridge will be at Crockett. Tennessee High will play at Dobbins Bennett, and Sullivan East ladies will be at Johnson County in volleyball for this Thursday. So there you go. We got soccer and volleyball. Now let's take a look. Let's take a look at high school football for tomorrow night. 7:30 kickoff. Elizabeth and Morristown West will go on air the broadcast at 6:55 from Burke Toney Stadium in Morristown. We'll do video, yay, and audio tomorrow night. Our camera operator will be none other than London Taylor running the camera tomorrow night. She does a good job for a 14-year-old kid. So, and I'm very proud of her. She'll be our camera girl tomorrow night. Hello to Jordan Mitchell. How you doing? And Patsy Lyons, how are you? Appreciate you kids being with us. Tomorrow night at 7:30 game, Science Hill at Anderson County, Greenville at Dobbins Bennett, Elizabeth, as we said, at Morristown West. Hampton tomorrow night plays at Johnson County. Unicoi County at Happy Valley. Thomas Walker at Cumberland Gap. All that going on tomorrow night at 7:30. The 7 o'clock games will be Westridge at Daniel Boone. Sevier County at Jeff County. William Blount will play at Knox Carnes against the Beavers. Cherokee will be at Crockett tomorrow night. Cocke County hosting Gatlinburg Pittman. Tennessee High will be at Sullivan East. Granger, the Grizzlies, play at Chuckie-Doak tomorrow night. Northview Academy at Pigeon Forge. Lakeway Christian plays at Volunteer. Union County at Claiborne tomorrow night. West Green will be up on the mountain to take on Cloudland. North Green will go across the state line and play at Castlewood, Virginia. That's your high school football games for tomorrow night. Again, our broadcast will start tomorrow night at 6:55, kickoff at 7:30. Richard Van Huss and yours truly bringing it to you. Video and audio from Burke Toney Stadium in Morristown. Going to be hot. That's okay. Will be hot for everybody. So that'll be coming up tomorrow night. Tonight, again, 5:40 airtime. Andrew McKean will be helping me bring you the T.A. Duggar Sevier ball game. Both teams undefeated. Going to be a good one. A battle of unbeatens early in the conference race on middle school football. And we'll go on air at 5:40 with a pregame and a kickoff at 6 o'clock tonight from Citizens Bank Stadium. Get a chance, come out and watch that. One's going to be a good football game. And two good football teams, obviously, both undefeated. Quick break, back after this. We're live at the Jewelers Bench on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
This is Pastor Fallow of Pleasant Beach Baptist Church in Elizabethton, and we'd love to have you come be with us. You and your family be with us on Sunday. I'm standing here in the lobby at our visitors table, our welcome table, and there's packets made up with tells you a little more about the church and get acquainted card, and then also a mug and some things in there for you to take with you to remind you to pray for us. And we've got a place for you and your family. We want you to come. Our goal is for you to know the Lord Jesus Christ as your Savior. But beyond that, to find your purpose and contentment in life of knowing Him, walking with Him, and serving Him each day. And so we want you and your family to come be with us Sunday morning, Sunday night, or Wednesday night. We're looking forward to seeing you soon. You can find a little more information about us online at pleasantbeachbaptist.com.
Buddy Richard Oakes, the Tom Taylor Sports Show. So, Port Travis Deli, good time to come in here, 543-6128, and get it to go. Tell us about it.
Yeah, call us up. Let us know what you like, and you won't have to stand in line or nothing like that. You know, it costs about 10-15 minutes ahead, and you walk right in, and we'll say, hey, did you have a call in? And you grab it and go. Take you in and out.
Hot subs, none of the hot subs over $5.15. You couldn't go buy the goodies to put a sandwich together for that kind of money. Then you got the cold subs. You got a 12-inch, a 6-inch, and then a chicken salad. Sell a bunch of chicken salads so you can get the subs hot and get them cold. And, of course, chicken salad, get it right out the door and away you go, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I think cold cut subs are served cold, so you can bump the line that way too.
Yep. 543-6128. Tell me about your salads.
Salad, we take a tray and put a fistful of lettuce in it with some shredded cheese, your choice of ham, turkey, roast beef. We put some tomatoes, spicy onions, croutons, 2 packs of dressing. We have ranch, Thousand Island, honey mustard, and Italian.
5 racks of potato chips here, 10 cooler windows full of all kinds of soft drinks and Pepsi and Coca-Cola products, energy drinks, all you need. All you got to do is call in here. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 9, closed on Sunday. 543-6128. Pickled eggs. You got jalapenos, banana peppers, extra spicy onions. They can load it up with bacon. They can load it up any way you want it. Any of the sandwiches. Extra goodies, folks. Make it go. 543-6128. One of our great sponsors here on the show. We love coming here. Port Travis Deli, again, here in Elizabethton at 543-6128. Proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. NFL preseason football tonight. Final tune-up for the Pittsburgh Steelers will take on the Falcons in Atlanta tonight, and Indianapolis will be in Philadelphia to battle the Eagles tonight. Final tune-up of those 2 games and those 4 teams for the upcoming NFL season. This is the last week of preseason. Everything begins and counts for good next week. Kick off the regular season. Tomorrow night, the Titans are home against New England in Nashville. Detroit will be in Charlotte to battle the Carolina Panthers, and the Chargers in San Francisco will play on Friday night. Saturday, NFL preseason final, again, the final weekend. These are day games. Buffalo at Chicago at Soldiers Field. Arizona, Minnesota at 1 o'clock on Saturday. Kansas City, the defending Super Bowl champs, hosting the Cleveland Browns on Saturday at 1 o'clock. Lambeau Field will have the Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers going at it at 1 o'clock. Then you have, on Saturday night, the Jets and the Giants. Cincinnati and Washington. Tampa Bay hosting Baltimore. Jacksonville home to the Dolphins. The Rams will be in Denver, and my boys, the Raiders, will be in Dallas to take on the Cowboys at AT&T Stadium. On Sunday, the final preseason game, Houston will be in New Orleans to battle the Saints. That's your NFL preseason. So 2 tonight. See more of the starters, of course, get more fine-tuned, getting ready to go for the real deal. Starts next week. Steelers in Atlanta tonight, and Philadelphia, the Eagles hosting Indianapolis. So again, the Eagles obviously having a heck of a run last year. Going to try and get back in there again, and you'll see several of the starters play a little bit longer, I'm sure, tonight, getting that final tune-up before the regular season starts next week in the National Football League. Jules says the Jake the Snake, who is now at Concord University in southern West Virginia, which is a really pretty place, Concord Mountain Lions, beautiful campus, good brand of football, and so Jake Roberts is there, and so they start, 10 days? Yeah, 10 days till kickoff. Tomorrow we'll be at Food City in Gray, kicking all the weekend on a Food City Friday. I guess you saw, we talked about it yesterday, $2 million a year for 10 years. Food City has pledged to University of Tennessee to now name Thompson Bowling Arena, the Thompson Bowling Arena at the Food City Center. So congratulations to UT, and congratulations to Food City. Love working for these folks. We do it every Friday. We've been doing it for 20 years, going to the different stores, promoting Food City. Love it, love it, love it. And so we'll be tomorrow at Food City in Gray, kicking off the weekend. Looking forward to being out there tomorrow with Big Daddy Dale Hammond, the store manager. Jeff Beverly will stop by tomorrow, UT resident expert, talking about UT football, getting ready. Next Saturday, the Vols open things up again against the Virginia Cavaliers in Nashville next Saturday. So it's here High school football tomorrow night, week 2 already, as I said yesterday, and I'm right. You wait all summer for it to get here, and you blink, and now you're already going to week number 2. I mean, it's like boom, 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 boom. So anyway, it's here. Hey, big thanks to our brand new sponsor, the good folks at Ford of Elizabethton and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Elizabethton, your hometown dealer. The perfect tailgate vehicle. If you're a tailgater and you want the perfect tailgate vehicle, they've got it. A Dodge Ram or an F-150 truck from Ford of Elizabethton and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They also have a great selection of SUVs. Your SUV headquarters, Jeeps, Wranglers, Gladiators, Ford Escapes, Explorers, a huge selection right now. If you've driven by there, they've really ramped up the inventory. And so if you're looking to buy a new car or truck, go see my good buddies at Ford and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Elizabethton. Right there where Grindstaff used to be, of course. And where they'll go the extra smile, and where car shopping is very simple. When I was in there last week, watching the guy, they were talking, and here's what we're going to give you, and here's what blah, 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 and so on and so forth, and boom, he said, let's do it. And it was just that simple. Where car shopping is simple, again, at Ford of Elizabethton, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Elizabethton, one of our great sponsors. We appreciate them very, very, very much. So we're going to be in fact, I think I'm driving something tomorrow going down to Moorestown. They're going to give me a car to drive so we can talk about it. So that's pretty cool. I'll be able to tell you about it tomorrow night. I think I'd like to go down in what would I like to go in? Whatever they give me, but some kind of an SUV. Maybe a Ford Escape or an Explorer. What about an Explorer? I don't know. Whatever they tell me, whatever they give me, we'll drive it down there and tell you how good it is. It's going to be nice. Looking forward to the long-term association with Ford of Elizabethton. We're very excited about that. Tomorrow night, Cyclone football, again, as we told you, at Burke-Toney Stadium in Morristown. Third-ranked team in the state, the Elizabethton Cyclones, putting it on the line against the Morristown West Trojans. Both teams win their opening game last week. You know we beat Science Hill 27-7. Morristown West was defeating Morristown East last Friday night at Burke-Toney Stadium for the bragging rights of Morristown for another year. So we'll have that one tomorrow night beginning at 6:55. Tonight at 5:40, Andrew McKeon, El Presidente of Carter County Banks, will help me bring you the T.A. Duggar ball game. It'll be on video audio tonight. We have it blows my mind, to be honest with you, a huge following of T.A. Duggar fans across the country. Last week when that win over Daniel Boone out there 50-0, at one point we had like 5 or 6 states, people watching. I know the Jones watch every game in Nebraska, which is really cool. And Bob Thomas in Dallas, Texas. And Susie Farr in Fresno, California. I know those 3 because they're with us every time. Eleanor Rambo in Southport, North Carolina, which is with us every game. So it is really gratifying to stream middle school football across the country, and there's folks on the other side of the country watching the broadcast. That's pretty cool. It is for me. It may not be for you, but for us that put the time into it and work it and produce it and all that, it's really neat to see the fruits of your labor, come to fruition by folks watching our broadcast, and we'll do it again tonight beginning at 5:40. Here's my father's dog tag. The chain was busted, and Sherry fixed it and soldered it, so there you go. So that was done while I was been on the air today. And also Miss Feathers cleaned my rings. Now here's the 3 different $8.99 for the jewelry cleaning pin. There it is. By the way, Sherry's with someone right now buying something. She's working with someone over there, so she'll be here in a moment. And if she doesn't, then that's okay. But she is wheeling and dealing. That's okay. She's showing some jewelry. This is the $10.99, the jewelry, and this is where you put it in the solution, and with a little brush. Yep, here's the solution comes with it. So that goes for $10.99. That's another option for you to clean your jewelry. Or this one comes with the spray, the foaming jewelry cleaner with a brush. This goes for $14.99. So these are available every day here at the Jeweler's Bench in downtown Elizabethton. Sherry said, if I don't get over there, and I understand that, she's showing some jewelry to some folks, and that's certainly okay. So here's a Pandora bracelet. Mrs. Feathers, do you know the price point on this? $65. There you go. Oh, here she comes. She's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. So. She's here for one more time. By the way, Sean got hung up at the school in a meeting and can't get here today. So, and I hate that, but we'll try and get him on tomorrow from Food City and Ground. I will do it. We'll work our magic, see if we can get him on, but he can't be today. Or make him come up tonight after the T.A. Duggar game. May do that because he's going to be at the stadium watching, I think, at some point. So we'll try and get him on. But he had a meeting that came up unexpected. He couldn't make it. It happens. It happens. Happens in the world of education.
Yep.
Can't be helped. All right. Trying to get my big fat fingers to open this thing. And there it is. So you want to tell me about this one, please?
So this is one of Pandora's new necklaces. It's called the studded heart necklace.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got a heart clasp on the
look at that.
end of it, and you can wear that in the front. Really cute.
That's neat.
Yep. It's $165. They've also got the bracelet to match it, but
All right.
I couldn't grab it.
All right. And this is?
This is just the regular Pandora bracelet that typically everybody goes with, and it's $65.
Okay. All right.
And then we're going to do one of their new rings. So this is a 3-stone CZ colored.
Oh, you know what?
ring.
We got to start over. Forgot to hit the button. We got to hit the button. We got to record this. So sit up tall, smile real big, and she's a jewel. You like doing this, don't you?
I love it.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
She does a really good job at it, too.
love it.
When I first started coming here, how long have we been coming? 2 years?
Yeah, something like that.
2 or 3 years. Was it before COVID or after COVID? I
It
can't
was
remember.
after COVID.
After COVID. So it's been 2, maybe 3 years. But when I first started coming here, she didn't really want to do this too much. But she has obviously got very good at it. So let's hit this button and try it one more time. We're talking to our buddy Sherry Holtzclaw from the Jewelers Bench, one of our great sponsors, Pandora. Tell us about this. Brand spanking new.
Yeah, so this is their studded heart necklace. It's got a clasp that you can wear in the front, and then you can also put beads on it.
Yep.
And it's $165.
$165. All right, tell you about this one.
And then this is their signature bracelet, which typically is what everybody goes with, and it is $65.
65. All right. Then we got a ring. Tell us about the ring.
This is a new 3-stone blue CZ colored ring, and it's $115.
Yep. All right. Got more show and tell.
Yeah, so I thought we'd do something. You know, Halloween's coming up. They're also coming out with some new charms, but I love that little pumpkin. I think he's cute.
It is cute.
He's $60.
$60. All right, for the pumpkin from Pandora.
And then
All
this
right.
is a vampire with heart.
Vampire with a heart. Oh,
in the
yeah.
center, yeah. And that one was $70.
70. Yep. These are new. All right.
This is a new charm that they just came out with. I love it. It's got the moon, star, and sun, moon, and star dangle.
Mm-hmm.
And
Don't
it
let the computer camera sell you. Come see it in person.
It's $85.
85. All right.
And then these are new. It's the birthstone earrings. So, and I'm gonna just show you an example of this is August, and they're $60.
Okay.
And then this is September.
Awesome.
But we have them in, January through December.
All of them, right? All
Yep.
the months. Yeah.
All of them.
Some of the things you can see, folks, here again at the Jewelers Bench. You're a full-service, full-time jewelry store in Elizabeth and Carter County. Social media, how do we find you?
Facebook and Instagram.
Right. Phone number.
Phone number is 423-542-5600.
Hours are open.
Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6. Saturday, 9:30 to 2.
Ship all over the country.
We do.
And a very liberal, easy layaway plan.
Yep, as long as you're making payments.
That's
monthly.
it. That's it. All right here at the Jewelers Bench, one of our great sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. There you go. Hello, Daddy Bill Patrick. I want him to come be on the show tomorrow talking NASCAR. So we'll be out at the Jewelers Bench. Well, that's where we are today.
You coming back tomorrow?
It's been a week, I'm telling you. It has been a week. I'm here at the Jewelers Bench today. Tomorrow I'll be at Food City and Gray. That's where we'll be tomorrow. So anyway, and we joke about Christmas, but seriously, this is, when you were waiting on a gentleman a while ago, I said, if it was me, and this is going to be me because I'm going to get some stuff. I'm going to come back here next week. I got more time to shop. But if you come now, there's more of a selection, is there not? You get closer to the Christmas, folks start coming here and snatching the stuff up, and you'll get some of it back. You can reorder, and some of it you can't because of time. So in my mind, you come in late away now, pay a little bit each month, and you have a better choice of things to shop for because you have a better selection, because it does get picked over, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
I mean, that's she's not telling me to say this, it's just common sense. So, and if you can lay it away now and only have to pay a little something every month to keep it in layaway, why would you not? That way you don't have to, as John always says, make little payments along the way instead of coming here and making one big payment. So.
Yeah, and you're not paying interest.
No.
On like you would a credit card or.
There is no interest, is there?
There is no interest. No.
Hello.
Yeah.
Duh. So, watches, you sell which brand watches?
We have Bearing, G-Shock, and Citizens.
There you go.
I can special order Seiko.
Okay, so that, of course, the Pandora, bracelets, earrings, rings, and charms. Got those.
Yep, got those.
Lots of them in here. So,
yep.
What
Pearls,
else?
Diamonds,
Pearls.
colored stones.
Birthstones, crosses, men's jewelry. Tell us in the men's jewelry, of course, you have watches, men's watches, but you also have men's crosses. What else?
Men's crosses. I've got some men's necklaces in stainless steel. I've got a few men's rings in gold, white gold. I have a few in silver.
Yeah.
I've got some men's bracelets.
Yeah. All right here
Yep.
at the Jeweler's Bench. You're full-time, full-service, and you geographically have them all over the country, don't you, coming in here?
Yeah, I do. I've got people from different areas. I've got a few people in Alabama. I have, of course, Mountain City, North Carolina, Virginia.
All over the place.
Nashville.
Yeah.
Florida.
Yep.
Yep.
Ship it to Florida, they come in from Florida. So I like the story. It's been about 6-8 months ago now. You had a couple come up from Knoxville, bought their engagement rings. Now, you think how many jewelry stores between Knoxville and Elizabethton that they would pass to come here, which is a compliment, obviously, to you. And
Very much so.
Oh, absolutely. And you took it as such, that they would come here to get their engagement ring at the Jeweler's Bench from Knoxville. So, and as you say, and John says all the time, you put your prices up against other jewelry stores, you're going to save how much?
About, 20% on average.
Yep. Saving 20% on the average by getting it from right here at the Jeweler's Bench. Good stuff. So,
It's good stuff.
back next month. Hard to believe we got September. Wow. Seems like it's just the other day I was talking Valentine's Day here. Now we're talking Labor Day next weekend, and we're talking Christmas and Halloween, and now we're showing pumpkin charms, which I think this is really cool.
I love that.
I do
pumpkin
too.
charm. He is so cute.
Can guys wear these? God, I don't guess I can wear these, because I really think that's cute.
I mean, if they wanted to, I
Yeah,
guess
I
they
know,
could
I
on
guess I'm not supposed
something,
to,
but
but generally not. But I think that's really cute. This little vampire dude with a purple heart with the little wings on it. It's kind of neat too. But I'm really like the little pumpkin dude. So, pumpkin dude, $60. Put that on this bracelet right there. Put it on that one.
yeah,
Yeah. So
it goes on that.
you could. Yeah. So there you go. All right. Thanks for letting me come by again.
Thanks for coming by.
Oh,
Appreciate you.
Oh, I love it. My favorite jewelry store in the whole wide world. I got my my father's dog tag fixed and put it back on around my neck, and I got my rings cleaned by Mrs. Feathers, and it's all good. I'm a happy camper. We'll be right back after this to wrap it up. After this, from the good folks at Cannon Dental on the Tom Taylor Sports.
So I'm Dr. Beth Cannon of Cannon Family Dental. We do a little bit of everything, cosmetic dentistry, general dentistry. We see all ages of patients. I like that patients are comfortable with bringing their family here. With smaller children, they're some of my favorite patients to see. We always try to make that first visit super happy, where they get to come in, sit in the chair, see how they get pictures of their teeth and get their teeth brushed with a little silly brush. There's multiple families that have been with me since the beginning, and their kids were, my kids' age, like 7, 8 years old, and now they're grown up driving. They drive to their own appointments and make their own appointments, which is wonderful, and getting to see the kids and grow up with them. It's great to be a part of that. So if any of you are looking for a new dentist, we would love to have you join our family. Definitely give us a call if you'd like to come in.
It's important to hire a professional because you want a quality, trained, and licensed person working in your home. All of my staff are factory trained and have years of experience. With today's technology in heating and air conditioning systems, you want a trained professional working on your system. Our motivation to provide our customers with the best service is years of experience. We've been in business for 35 years and we plan on being in business for another 35 years, so we want to make our customers happy.
This is Big Country, and this is
Just Tom, and this is the Big Country Sports Show, and we say,
Go Cyclones.
Cyclones. And back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show, ready to go. We'll rejoin you at 5:40 today for T.A. Duggar Cyclone football. A battle of unbeaten is going to be a dandy at the stadium. If you get a chance, come by and watch it. They pushed it back to 6 for the Heat. And so we'll go on air the broadcast at 5:40. Andrew McKeon and yours truly going to bring it to you. Then we'll come back again tomorrow night, and we'll bring you Richard Van Us and yours truly bringing it to you tomorrow night from Burke Tony Stadium in Morristown. The Cyclones, third-ranked team in the state of Morristown West, both unbeaten. And so we'll have that for you tomorrow night. Thanks again to Greg Salyer coming by. Again, Sean got hung up at school today with a meeting, and so couldn't get here, and I totally understand that. So it is what it is. So his job and his schooling and coaching comes first. I totally get that. So, and I know you understand that as well. Thanks to Greg Salyer, who did come by and talk a little baseball. And, of course, Sherry was here, and she did a great job promoting the store. And, again, thanks to Mrs. Feathers for Sandra for cleaning the rings, and for Sherry for fixing my dad's dog tag necklace. So, really cool. Appreciate them very much. Love them, man. They do a great job, folks. And here's the thing. Once you come in here, you're not just another face. They take interest in you. You're not just a chance to make a buck off of you. That you become one of them. You become family. And I see that time and time and time again. So when you come in here, once you break the ice the first time you're in here, from there on in, they just treat you like a regular, treat you like family, and they do. So big thanks to them. All right, out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. We'll wrap it up as we always do with a verse today out of the book of Psalms. And let's see, we'll bring it right here, and it'll tell you Psalms 18:28. You, O Lord, keep my lamp burning. My God turns my darkness into light. You, O Lord, keep my lamp burning. My God turns my darkness into light. Psalms 18:28 is the verse today. We'll wrap it up. Show number 1915. Tomorrow, 1916. We'll be tomorrow at Food City in Gray. Until then, we'll rejoin you tonight at 5:40 for T.A. Duggar football. Tom Taylor saying, as always, bloom where you're planted and win or lose. Be a good sport. Be a good sport, moms and dads, because your little people are looking up to you, and they emulate what you do, so don't be a yahoo. Again, win or lose, be a good sport. And we'll see you back here at 5:40 for